I have the great pleasure now of being joined by Darleen Sandoval, who is with the Women's Interprofessional Network of the American Diabetes Association. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
First, let's talk about WIN and really the wide-reaching impact.
Our goal starting this organization or this subcommittee was really to try to make sure that we were creating a networking opportunity for all of the women at ADA. We have so many different professionals here, not just physicians and scientists, but the diabetes educators and health educators, the folks that are really in the trenches of healthcare, and then also our industry partners. We have many women in industry. At our inaugural reception last year, I had several women approach me that were working in industry that were very interested in the network opportunities.
Comparatively, when you think of other fields, the field of diabetes, how is diversity and how has WIN maybe changed that or is working to foster some better relationships?
March is when we started sending notifications out for people to become members, and we already have 1,300 members. So there is clearly interest in our ADA membership for these sorts of opportunities. We have 3 essential goals for WIN ADA, and that is for career development opportunities. So these will be either seminars or sessions like the one on Monday on gender gaps in science. And the other thing is to try to increase the presence of women in diabetes research. And so one of the things here is to try to get nominations for awards for more women. And then the third thing is women's health research. Maybe recognize, but also increase the amount of women's health research and research on sex as a biological variable.
Given that WIN is in its infancy and you clearly want more women to be involved, what would you tell them in terms of ways that you specifically can help? You want to promote research clearly, you want to help people in their clinical practice, and you want to help relationships as well. But how can they specifically benefit?
Yeah, so one thing, the networking reception was a great opportunity to meet for trainees, to meet women that are more senior in their careers. For faculty members, you need letters from folks that are not at your institution in order to get promoted. And so these networking opportunities can be very important. The other thing is really training people how to do the networking appropriately. The data are clear that women tend to not be as aggressive in their networking, and so to give tips for women to feel more confident and think of strategies of way that you can approach people.
The approaches are different, just like diabetes affects men and women differently.
Absolutely.
So you talked a little bit about the networking event, and then you hinted at this overcoming gender gaps in science. So I want to hear a little bit about that.
Yes, so we have a mini-symposium on Monday at noon. So Maureen Gannon's the chair, and she's going to get up and just talk a little bit about, the title is Overcoming Gaps in Science. Our rationale for putting this together is that 45% of women, either in medical colleges, either in the basic sciences or in clinical sciences, are women. But when you get down to the full professor level, it's less than 25%. And so why is this happening? Why don't we have more women in these leadership positions? And so that is what the goal of the session was, to have a discussion about this. And so we've brought a couple of different experts from a variety of fields. So Betsy Sequist, former ADA president, medicine and science, and then Felicia Hill-Briggs is an expert in health education, and so she's going to give her perspective. And then we're going to bring Jane Roosh, the current ADA president, up and co-chair of WIN ADA. We'll bring her up and they're going to have a panel discussion. So this will be a great opportunity for people to be able to ask these leaders in our field about their experiences and questions they might have relevant to their own personal experience.
And everything they learn in their experience with WIN is going to help advance the field of diabetes.
Yes, that's our hope.
Darleen Sandoval, thank you so much.
Thank you.